Okay, hello, hello, and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me, it's Gage. How are you? How are you doing? If you're in the ad, how are you? You can't hear me. I could be saying any shit. I could be bumping into my mic, apparently. I could be saying anything about the people stuck in the ad right now, and they would never know. Never know. Unless they watch the mod. So I guess I should be nice. But yes, hello, and welcome back to the Shark Stream. Welcome back to another installment of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, New Game Plus. It is... 3 days post-patch. We are now firmly in the realm of 6.5. There won't be another update until January, which is when we're, of course, going to be continuing the Manderville stuff. But for now, we're going to be sticking with what we've been working on, which is, you know, this New Game Plus, Realm Reborn. Major gaming news. I feel like something that I forgot to bring up the other day was how after Unreal Engine got a bit of like a positive windfall following Unity's head-ass decisions. Unreal Engine has decided to go and make some head-ass decisions, laying off a huge amount of their workforce. Which, like, Jesus Christ. Like, you couldn't have picked a worse time to do this? Like, all you had to do was not lay off over like 900 people, and you could have just like been sort of the good guy by default. But no, Tim Sweeney out here just not wanting to be overdone, I guess. Overdone? Outdone? Outdone? Outdone. Sorry, give me 1 second. Hello, Aria of Sasha. Welcome. Yes, it is I get time. Sorry, I'm getting messages from my wife, and I just need to respond to them just real quick. God, I completely lost my train of thought. I was talking about Tim Sweeney fucking shoving his head up his own ass and just fucking up like a perfectly good, just being cast as the good guy in terms of like the game engine wars as they are right now with everything going on with Unity, just being like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna lay off like 900 people. NBD. So that happened. What else going on? I guess in terms of like Final Fantasy XIV news, there's a really, really funny glitch going on right now that they may have fixed. I got a notification on one of the servers that I'm in that a hot fix went up. Where just like buffs that people have applied are either getting applied to everybody or are getting applied to the wrong people. Like you've got people, like you've got fucking red mages getting like triple cast off of fucking black mages. And being able to use them. So these aren't like, it's not like a graphical glitch where it's just like, oh, it just looks like you're getting the buff. No, you're getting the fucking buff. You're getting the buff where you want it or not. Like I said, apparently a couple hotfixes have gone up, but I think the only hotfix that I read about was one having to do with like a samurai thing. I finally get to talk about Final Fantasy XIV, and I've completely lost everything that I wanted to talk about with regards to Final Fantasy XIV. Because I try to keep all of my Final Fantasy XIV discussion to the Final Fantasy XIV stream. FF14 Right ended earlier this week. I managed to go all 30 days, and I'm very proud of myself. It was my second year in a row doing so. And why isn't my phone like sending this message I'm trying to send? And I'm pretty happy with my output. I was a little worried, like getting through like midway through the month, that like I hadn't written anything I felt like really proud of, you know. But I think by the end of it, I managed to get like a lot of stuff that I was like really happy with how it all turned out. You know, it felt good to expand on iGuild's story. This was definitely my output this year was very Shadowbringers centric. It felt like I wrote a lot of fanfics that were set within the span of like Shadowbringers and the patches, which was good, because like prior to this, that was probably the span of time outside of like Realm Reborn, which I try not to like write about too much just because of like where iGuild was as a character at that time. Shadowbringers was probably the one that I expanded upon the least. Our output would have been better if our usual writing space at work wasn't screwed up by renovations. Ain't that just the fucking way? Ain't that just the fucking way? You know, you got stuff you want to do, and it's just like, no, you're not allowed. Sorry. But yeah. So like that's where things are. And you know, I don't know how long. So the thing with Final Fantasy XIV, right, is it's like every fic you write is an entry into like a raffle to get like a black and white piece, black and white art piece from one of the artists that are participating this year. And I don't know when they do that, but I hope I win. I hope I win one. I didn't get shit last year. And that's kind of what sort of burned me out, or like bummed me out to the point that I wasn't sure if I was going to participate this year, is that I didn't get any art last year. But then the first raffles are next week. Okay. But then the first prompt dropped, and I was just like, oh, I've got a really good idea for that, though. And here we are. I finished all 30 days. Because, goddammit, I'm a good fucking writer. Alright. So, last we had finally met Moonbrita. Probably one of my favorite characters in Realm Reborn. And hopefully we get to spend some more time with her this week, while also investigating other things plaguing the realm. So let's get in there, shall we? What does Minfilia have to say to us? Hello, Minfilia. The instruments of Ard de Wibowince. A plan has been devised, and Minfilia would have it carried out without further delay. I have already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeder described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Aigeld, and that I have faith you will return to us, as you always have. Alright. Alright, time to go over to the 1/8 ride in Kurthis. Ishgardians will look at a massive frozen wasteland and think, 1/8 ride is good here, right? Yeah, more than enough, really. Honestly, what are we even fucking doing here if we're using more than 1/8 ride? Am I right, everybody? Yeah? Anyway. They're not very good at planning this sort of thing. But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Who even cares? I don't care. I have flight. I can totally see everything happening in front of me right now. What is that? What is that weird glowing thing off in the distance? How close to that can I get? Is that Snowcloak? Is that Snowcloak? Is that do Snowcloak glow like that? Ooh, Snowcloak might be glowing like that. Oh. Wait. Wait. It is Snowcloak! Like the guiding light of the North Star. Oh, we got some people around here. Oh, hey, that person's got the Ice Heart outfit. Good for them. Look at you, not engaging with PvP mechanics. I'm proud of you, Lucy D. Lucy Doodle? That's a really good name. And who we got around here? Moonbreeder. Trust in the power of white Orosite, Aigeld. And in me, of course. I trust you with my life, Moonbreeder. We got a Stalwart Temple Knight over there. First name Stalwart, last name Temple Knight. Got this guy. Good to see you, Aigeld. I was just starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Eileen Roai and Uildar, even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the 8th right. After you, Scion. Is this cutscene voiced? I hope this cutscene's voiced. Is this cutscene voiced, question mark? It might be. This seems like a camera movement for a voiced cutscene. Why don't they put Moonbreeda's outfit on the cash shop? I'd pay $12 for that. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, it's not voiced. Jesus. All right. There. It is ready. Oh no, it's just it's ready. She uses contractions. I'm so used to people like not using contractions in this game. I think for some reason. Why did I say that? Do people actually not use contractions very often? I don't fucking know. Anyway, there. It's ready. So, Auracite, huh? That's probably not going to be important in any additional content later on in the game. Ha! It worked! I think. Try attuning to the aetheryte now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Okay. Here goes nothing. Did it work? We have done all we can, Aigeld. For now, let us withdraw. Really? Just like that? When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Okay. I mean, like, we just got here. Are we really just gonna... okay. We're just going. That's fine. I guess we're just opening up with fucking... Akanfa, huh? Akafa? 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 Moonbrita. I have a mind to join you, but Urianger made me promise I wouldn't. Apparently, the thought of me becoming Shiva's thrall was too much to bear. Huh, as if I'd give her the chance. Are any of them around? They're just in that cutscene and then they just fuck off? Alright. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. And if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice. Oh, it will, don't worry. I'm gonna go in unsynced. It'll be fine. And so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moonbrita's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Ah, but before you assemble your party... Before you assemble your party... Anyway, before you assemble your... God, give me a second. Before you're... I can't get this line out for some reason. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich. Stalwart? Hey, Stal, how you doing? My name isn't Stal. It's Wart. Madam, Sir Emmerich regrets that he could not be here in person, and asks that I read to you this letter. Ahem. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Aigeld Sjork, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Halone bless you with good fortune, blah, 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 blah. So on and so forth. Go for it. Oh, it is Afa. It's Akafa. Akifa. Confront Shiva in the Akafa Amphitheater. Let's fucking go. Unrestrict that party. Grumble, grumble. Mum, mum, bow, big keep. Howling eye. Navel. Striking tree. Akafa. Any second now. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you not summon your primal form? Please?
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace.
Yeah, I know, and I'm super into it.
A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith.
I don't even believe
No matter.
Like, okay.
If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
Promi? I mean, sorry. Oh.
We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Mommy? Sorry, God. That just slipped out. Excuse me, ma'am, could we talk about this? Like, we really don't have to fight. Like, you could just... Like, you're not even really doing anything. Here, like, check this out. Hey, that was one combo. Ooh, phase 2. That's cool. Haha, punch. Haha, punch. Haha, punch. Oh, hold up. Okay, we need the good music is the main thing. Say goodbye. I'm naked while the snow falls all around me. Drifting closer to the edge, but she won't have me. It's wet, regret, trying to forget. These memories. She's so mad at me right now. Creatures, we are taught to fear the reaper. Never running, we are dead before we need help. It's telling me let it go, never let go. Just be gone, nowhere to run. Dragging me down into oblivion. Alright, we're done. Hey girl, you good? Hey, where'd she go? Isao, where are you? I needed to listen to the music. It's such a good fucking track. Like, personally, my opinion is that, like... Oh, hold up. I think this is voiced. Hey, girl, hey. You don't seem any worse for wear. Oh, never mind. You good?
Fool. Blind, bloody fool.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say that, like, when it comes to, like, songs in Final Fantasy XIV, Titan's the first time that you realize that, like, oh shit, these can go hard as hell. I would say Oblivion is probably the first one where you're just like, wait a minute, this fucks.
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause.
Here's the thing, you're right.
You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers.
Yeah.
And they are no less ignorant than you. Following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why.
A lot of people asking me about my Ice Heart was right t-shirt.
Blind to the truth.
Asking me questions that are answered by the t-shirt.
Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded.
All right.
Do not squander a mother's gift.
How's she know that? Well, that's weird. And then there's this asshole. Wait, which asshole is this? Oh, it's this asshole.
And so the vessel withdraws. A predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
Okay, bye. You... It's one of those Asians whose name I can never quite remember. Like, I think I know what it is. Hey, I did really good, Moonbrita. Can you tell me I did a good job? By the 12, you're alive! I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Bunny bunny, banani banani banani. Ice Heart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Dravanians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough, I was only asking. What is happening? Where am I? Hello, Kari. Welcome. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. The road less traveled. Moonbrita remains unconvinced that you have not sustained a head injury. If you ask me, there's naught to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you had best pay a visit to Whitebrim's front and speak with Alphino. He's probably worried sick about you. Hello?
Your ramen is cooking in here.
My ramen's cooking?
Yeah. Put the hot water in there.
Thank you.
There you go.
I'm in Japan and making brekkies. I'm allergic. Enjoy Japan! Enjoy brekkies. That, or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Wait, that's the ice wall. Mumbrita! You're going the wrong way! Alright, white brim... That's not one of the ones that has... Okay. Leaves. Someday soon we'll go there. One of these days. All gonna depend on how quickly we get through 6.5 today. Wait, where the fuck? Alpha, no. Alpha, yes. Anyway. Where is he? Where is he? Where's that little punk ass? Emmerich, hello! That you stand here now is proof of your mission's success. Praise be to Helone. And Taciturn Temple Knight! 'Tis customary to report to one's commanding officer after completing a mission. Heh, yeah. Hey Alphino, how's it going? There she is, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Bunny bunny, banani 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 banoi, bunny bunny bunny, banani. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Eigeld to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with what we have accomplished. Uh-huh. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, or maybe an entire other expansion, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillmall, is the caravan ready? Supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the House Forton caravan. Less the crystals, which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. On an unrelated note, Eigeld, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Oh. Horshafan was really worried about us. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. By all means, I don't. Like, I think that's pretty cool. That I command, apparently, the strength of 6 Temple Knights in his mind. Fucking get it, Horsefall. I got ramen. All of the dreams. How does it mean when the rhythm is glad? There is nothing to be had. Danger and Horsefall. Oh, Alphino, hi. I didn't realize you're here. If our business here is concluded, we should attend to Sir Emmerich in the intercessory. Well, no, I gotta talk to Horsefall first. He was worried about me. What were you thinking, Eigeld? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway? And then, engaging the abomination in mortal combat! By the fury, Eigeld, 'tis the stuff of ballads! A battle for the ages! Would that I had been there to fight by your side! Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity! I would not wish such a torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Okay. Pray, go on ahead without me, Eigild. Another matter requires my attention, but I shall join you anon. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Greetings, madam. I shall show you in at once. Thank you. Hey, man.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scion not intervened.
There we go.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense.
Ooh, hot water.
All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
The plate that was placed over my bowl to help the ramen cook is like wet with condensation.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Don't worry,
Do you
taciturn
know
Temple
what
Knight.
sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am. Now, why do you suppose that is?
Because you're super
Because
good
I
at your
swiftly
job.
learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Yeah, Alphino, you of all people should not be complaining about people
Not at
playing
all.
politics.
You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second in command will speak for me.
Oh, Taciturn Temple Knight.
Lucia, at your service.
Oh, she has a name.
Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies.
That's fine, Lucia. You're really
Know
cool.
that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences.
Alright.
Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
What was that
Should
little
aught
blip?
befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds
That's
me,
all I need to hear.
Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Yeah, I bet you feel stupid for getting mad at him earlier.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Harshfon, I never doubted you for a second. Ba-ba-da. Alphino! Eyes unclouded. For one with reason to celebrate, Alphino looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Isot's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine, then, if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Alphino, come on. come on. Why do you have to say it like that? Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. We could take them. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, Aigeld, it is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. There's one thing that can be said for Sir Emmerich, it is that he understands how dangerous knowledge can be in the wrong hands. We are but fortunate that this incident took place in so remote a location. The truth should not be too difficult to suppress, for now at least. Gulp. Oh, so I found out something unfortunate. So when we hit $2,000, I had said that I would do the one chip challenge when I did a stream of Duke Nukem Forever. And I learned only just today that some time ago there was like a teenager that died eating a bunch of those chips like all at once. And when that happened, they took those off the shelves. So tragically, I will not be able to do the one chip challenge. I do not I do not fuck. I have never fucked. I do not fault Sir Emmerich for being less than forthcoming with his beliefs. Not even the Highborn are beyond the reach of the Inquisition. True, young leaders can be more amenable to new ideas. Then again, their lack of experience and influence can hinder their ability to enact reforms. There's little fortune and far less fame in being a receptionist, but one must be realistic. Also, it would seem that I was grossly misinformed regarding the average earnings of a street performer. Flamine? Forgive me, Eigeld. I thought I had prepared enough meals for everyone, but the others were most hungry. Our stocks of wine have nearly run dry. That Charlene scholar is drinking us out of house and home. Mumbrita getting fucked up. Oh no. Oh no, what happened? Thagrid, what happened? What you two do is your own business. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hey, I just gotta say, yeah, you're all right. Trying to tumble the table now, are we? Don't give up yet, boy. Ida, line 'em up. A sip before practice, a sip after practice, and all too often a sip during practice. I do believe Moonbreeder's having quite the bad influence on you. Calm yourself, Coultonay. It's just a little ship after practice. Clears out the cobwebs no end. Everyone's getting fucked up. Moonbreeder walking into the Rising Stone just like, hey, who wants to get absolutely sauced?
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
Uh-huh.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
And that's about the size of it.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglemog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Yeah, that's fine.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role.
Yeah?
Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds.
Oh, shit.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Hold up. Hold up. What did she say? Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before. Oh, hold up.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you.
Yeah, what about him?
Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well.
Oh!
If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that
I love
it was
how
a
I'm
revelation
slightly
granted
too
her
tall.
by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth.
For the camera angle, the top of my head's
Do
being
you
cut
think
off.
she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War?
Probably.
It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
She did say that, yes.
Midgard Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so.
Uh-huh. Oh. Digitamer Riley is rating for party of 10. Thank you!
Ascians and Midgard Zoma.
Thank you for the raid.
I shudder to
Riley.
think how they're all connected.
We're in the middle of a cutscene. Hold up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Shark Stream. My name is Gage, aka Acid Shark. I am playing Final Fantasy XIV, New Game Plus. We're in a Realm Reborn right now. We're closing in on the end of the patches. I am a variety streamer. I do a lot of stuff. You name it, I've done it, except for things I haven't done. If you name those, I will tell you I have not done them. And that's just kind of about, that's more or less the size of it. Minfilia would discuss how to best proceed in light of recent developments. I mean to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgard Soma. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few... Huh? Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? Yeah, I'll go take a look. But I hope you all enjoy your time here. Thank you, Riley, so much for the raid. Wubba? Looks like... Okay, this is all the same. Alphino, what's going on? Igert, 'tis well that you are on hand. We have a problem. Rawai has escaped. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Rawai quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castrum Meridianum, I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her Imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are hot upon Rawai's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Bluefog and join the hunt. Alright. We are currently taking, for everybody who's joined for the raid, we are currently taking donations for bills and medical expenses to help with just everything that's popped up in the wake of my wife's recent stay in the hospital. So anything that you can give helps us out with just kind of keeping a roof over our heads, paying for various hospital bills. You know how it goes. And we appreciate anything anyone can give us. Oh, we could just... Da, 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 da. Oh, you're behind me. Hey, man. My thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Rawai walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through. You did not mishear. We have Raubon's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her. And so here we are. Rawai must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridianum. And there he goes. Right, what we got? Onion. It's an onion. I don't want to join the Fate. I want to go this way. She is up. Oh, there we go. Yu Hase? What are you doing here? Was that really necessary? Oh, wait, no, I remember how I did this way. Was that really necessary? I had better be compensated for the additional exertion you caused me. That's what he sounds like. In my heart of hearts. Alright, let's fuck some shit up. This wretch was with Rawai. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No loyalty even to her own, the god's damned harpy. Pih. With me, Scion, we almost have her. Hey, why was he screaming? Why was he what did you guys do that he was screaming? Ilbird? That outfit kind of fucks, admittedly. Ooh. I want Rawai alive. Kill the rest. For Eorzean. You will not take me so easily this time. Eileen the Razor. So this is actually something new. Starting with the most recent patch, they've actually put in these little, whatchamacallits, the fucking character profile pictures for, like, mid-duty dialogue. It's kind of neat, honestly. It definitely helps you keep track of, like, who's talking at any given moment. Which I appreciate. Reinforcements? They really aren't paying me enough. Fools, you cannot stand against the Empire. They have healers. Kill them first. Alright. That guy set up with the GOT. There's a lot of sound happening right now. You're in your debt. The circle fetters those who wander within. Lure the enemy to it. What circle? Yugiri, when did you get here? Hold up. Wait, where are we? Oh, this one? Is it this circle? Oh. Oh, she's down. Okay, cool. You'll bind her, and do it tight. Yes, sir. Good work, men. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Oh, I got a mouthful of ramen. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you know of low? You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. Just got you there. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God's given right to rule over others. You know not of our plight, the injustice that we low-bornish guardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to survive. Stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagined me a paragon when I joined the Flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you the only person to have suffered. In case you have forgotten, Raubon himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. I mean... Listen. She's got a bit of a point. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we were both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. Whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. You don't know, but this is going to be, like, hilarious in, like, a couple of hours. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. Yeah? But enough talk. Have at you. You will return to Ul'dah to face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Damn. Sucks. I joined the Crystal Braves that I might strike a blow against the Empire. Those who cast their lot with Garlemald should expect no better treatment. Alphino, how you feel about all this? Not so much as a hint of remorse. It is well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that they have chosen our own... We must... Fucking shit, goddamn. We must chope... We must chope? We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Raubon chose his. Yeah, alright. Sure. You said it, Alphino.
I've heard. Truly bothersome business.
Ugh. This guy again.
No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Reborn. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little sultana to the last.
Hate this man. Just the worst. Like Rowai, I once made my way as a mercenary, and like her, I did more than a few things I am not proud of. But never once did I betray my own. There are depths to which a man should not sink. Sure, Alphino. Let us cling together. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Reborn, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of all that has happened. I'm aware that the antecedent held Rowai in high regard. For better or worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna burp. Goodness gracious. All right. Okay. It looks like everything might be the same as when we left it. So I don't think... Okay, yeah, we don't have to worry about, like, going around and talking to people and everything. Na 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 na. Put your hands up in the air! Hi, Benfilia.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alphino.
Damn. Alright.
To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent.
Wait, how is that
I know not
pronounced?
what to say. Together with
Ryu?
Reborn, Eileen lent us much needed aid at the time of our order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But
Yeah,
now
right.
is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Asians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled.
Sick.
My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with White Auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Asian souls.
Sure.
Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
I'm just gonna
In
mute while
addition to
Moonbreed is giving
Auracite's
her
inherent
presentation.
limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Hebrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy.
Uh-huh.
Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Hebrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands.
This is true.
Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
What if I just thought
That's
about it really,
well and
really hard?
good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white orosite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
'Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the orosite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands.
Oh, shut up. Spend some time with your girlfriend.
Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
Ah. Ain't getting out of this that easy, Urianger.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland.
No shit?
You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
I don't know. Doesn't sound too important.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement. But I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the one true God.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Oh, nope, more cutscenes. Excuse me. I think this might be where 6.4 ends. This seems like a cutoff point.
The forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
Okay, now he's saying Huayu.
There is more.
That doesn't look like that's how that's spelled.
That Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the Media Project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varus Zos Galvus.
Oh, fuck that guy.
So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea.
Damn, she was playing all the angles.
She helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
Was it Teleji Adeleji?
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
It was more like a triple agent?
Triple?
Oh,
if
yeah.
you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
Wouldn't that make her...
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me.
Okay, so hold up. So, alright. So she was working for Reborn, selling secrets to Van Belsar, and also to Varys. But was also selling Imperial secrets to someone within Eorzea to maintain the status quo to keep the war going. Probably Teleji Adeleji. So, the number of agents that she would be dependent on who she was actually, like, benefiting. So from the sound of things, she probably wasn't actually benefiting Raubon's case. So yeah, no, that would still go... If we're counting Van Belsar, Emperor Varys, and who I'm guessing is probably Teleji Adeleji as all as separate individuals in this case, or separate, like, factions in this case, then yeah, I guess that would still be triple agent. Continue, Alphino.
By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would
Oh wait,
profit
she was
either
selling
her
stuff to the heretics
imperial
too.
or
Does that make her
monetarist
quadruple
masters.
agent?
Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, why you must be made to reveal whose it is.
Alphino is so ready to waterboard someone.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul.
Ain't that the truth? Thank
with
goodness
that,
we don't have to
I
worry
take my
about
leave.
that. Am I tossing up enough red flags here? I'm worried that I'm being too subtle.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them?
It was really easy.
Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monetarist scum. Your crimes will not go unpunished. One day I will purge this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12. I swear it.
I'm gonna go ahead and spoil something for you right now. This doesn't go anywhere. This righteous indignation.
I shall have no further need of you this day.
We're elbow deep inside 6.0 and the monetarists are still around.
I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Hi, Canny Senna.
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this
I'm
bickering is a threat to
Merlib.
law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Poor, natives or refugees,
Hi, G-Man.
all
It's
who
going
reside
good.
in Ul'dah have a right to pursue
Thank you for the
happiness.
subscription.
It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
Yeah, but Lolorito sucks.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Uldar whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldar's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented.
Here to ruin a cutscene, I
fear
guess.
this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Raban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Uldar.
The true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends.
True.
For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Uldar to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here.
Again, this
When I
doesn't
make
go
my
anywhere.
declaration
Don't
to
get
the
excited.
people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Reborn to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Uldar.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be.
Wouldn't that be great? Too
Uldar
bad it
will
won't
no longer belong
happen.
to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people.
It's so weird to go through this cutscene, like, so much further in the story where it's just like all this promise, just like, oh, the Uldar's gonna become a republic, we're gonna dissolve the Syndicate, dissolve the monarchy, and it's just like,
Forgive me for
none of that
casting aside all
fucking
that you have toiled for in my name.
happened. And everything has
Beyond this
remained the
gesture,
same.
I am powerless to help my subjects.
It's very funny to me. Because we're spending all this time in this cutscene seeing Nanamo, like, hem and haw and, like, fucking beat herself up over this whole fucking, thing. And it's just like, at the end of this, just like, oh yeah, this is all gonna... none of this is happening. Minfilia is considering which for many responsibilities demands her utmost attention. Hey girl, hey. I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. We're not the Crystal Braves, established for this very reason. He's so proud. He's so proud of his little war crime squad. Adorable. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Eigeld, in particular, is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. Sure thing, man. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Uldar? So yeah, I think this is the beginning of 6.5. Because Alphino was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go see what's happening in Uldar, and now he's back. As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with the ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Reborn needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be for the best if I were to remain in Uldar, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Moonbreeder's research is proceeding as planned? So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Orianger is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Eigeld, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his Braves with theirs. It would do much to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Okay. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Rio's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Uldan riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. By calling me on the Link Pearl and asking me to pray return to the Rising Stones? While we focus on resolving the Ascian threat, pray devote your energies to assisting Alphino and the Crystal Braves. Okay. There I go. Have I only been playing for like an hour and a half? I feel like I've been here for like 4 hours. That was a long string of cutscenes. Tataru! Hello, Eigeld. Are you sleeping well? You must be absolutely exhausted from saving the realm on a daily basis. Yeah, I'm sleepy. I'm eepy. I mean, ever since Moonbreeder arrived, the Rising Stones has been buzzing with excited energy. I must admit, her enthusiasm is rather contagious. I am unfamiliar with the dishes of the lands to the north. Perhaps once Moonbreeder has concluded her current research, she might deign to share with me her culinary knowledge. Moonbreeder probably only knows how to make Archon loaf. It's got fish in it. Moonbreeder has charged us with acquiring some rather esoteric manuscripts, but I'm afraid the task is proving to be nigh impossible. When the City of Learning was abandoned, a great many tomes were scattered and lost. How smoothly our research might proceed were we able to peruse the archives of yesteryear. Yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry. We needed a rare ore to modify the white auracite, and Thancred solved the problem using only his link pearl. I mean, it's great and everything, but where's the fun in that? When one is in need of precious commodities, it helps to have friends in the right places. Fortunately, I am well acquainted with the charming daughter of a successful Uldan import merchant. Did you fuck her? Did you fuck her, Thancred? These two have been telling me stories about the corrupted crystal formations that appeared following the calamity. I'll need more data before I can draw a conclusion, but I'm intrigued by the potential of their untapped energies. We were but stripling adventurers the night we saw the fire rain from the sky and a pillar of torch scorch the heavens. What a sight that was, eh, Coltonay? Hori and I were in eastern Thanlan when the colossal shards of Dalamud pierced the ground. We stood witness to the subsequent explosions of ether and watched dumbfounded as the swirling energy solidified into those twisted crystal structures that we now know so well. Interesting. Alphino, what's Real saying? Is everything in order, Eigeld? Are you ready to attend us? Yeah, Real, what's good, my man? What's good, bro? Pleasure's always, Eigeld. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it. Actually, I had another task in mind for her. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for her benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons and what found their ways into refugee hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising. A rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Eigeld, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Thinking. Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Eigeld? Yeah, I can do that. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. And there he goes. Real, my guy. You're really cool. I'm sorry you don't get to do more in the story. Don't keep Captain Ilbert waiting for you too long, lass. You might have to start without you. You got it. I got it. Warp. Camp dry boning. I mean, dry bone. These bones are so dry. We dried out these bones. Wait, Eigeld, don't do that. Come on. Hold it normal. I gotta say, I kind of wish that you could have an umbrella out while you were on, like, on certain, mounts. I think that would be fun. I think it'd be fun to be riding your chocobo and you've got, like, an umbrella up. I suppose I could just get the umbrella mount. But, like, where's the fun in that? Now, you may be watching this and thinking, Gage, are you just running there? To which I say yes. Could I be using a mount? I could be, but then I'd have to put my cute new umbrella away. I just got this thing. It's adorable. Hi, Ilbert. Ah, Eigeld. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a woman of your standing, and Commander Leveilleur needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men ever have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. This is true. Alphino does ask me to do a lot of stuff. Elbert is eager to bring the Black Marketeer and his clients to justice. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Eigeld. And there he goes. Yeah, man. You too. Oh, the rain stopped. Alright, what mount we using? Ah, what a mount. What a horse. Not a Kelpie. But a horse aspected with water. But, oh, there's Ilberd. Hey, man. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Yeah, alright. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. You didn't let me ask any questions, and he's gone. Whee! Ow. Whee! Hey, man. Nice day, huh? Pretty glad the rain let up.
Who goes there? An adventurer? Damn fool, you should never have come here.
What? Why not? Oh, there's two of you. Well, that's no good. Anyway. Nope. Anyway. Nope. Anyway. Water horse again? I'm sure these are randomized, right? Ah, destination. Here I am, waiting. This sure is one hell of a tunnel. Just wait. Be here any moment.
I don't understand. What's this all about? Oi, what's all this then? Grah! Grah!
That's what he sounds like. Well, something bad's going on down here. Ilberd. Oh. Oh no. Hey, what happened? Hey, big guy. What's going on? What happened? What'd you do? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish it would be to underestimate the bastard, and to bring in an inexperienced recruit. Commander Leveilleur would be most disappointed. Yeah, where's the recruit?
Damn it all. Golden opportunity wasted.
As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter at present. Fuck, shit, hold up. They slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dusk-white sellswords we suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames, the brass blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons, yet even that accomplishment is lacking. But the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Yeah, I believe you 100%, Ilberd. Definitely. Ilberd would like nothing more than to have this incident forgotten. I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them to the third's Yu Yu Hase. He will take care of the rest. I don't trust Yu Yu Hase as far as I could throw him, and I could probably throw him pretty far. He's very small. Pray take the Black Marketeer's weapons in that crate and deliver them to Ul'dah. Seek out Yu Yu Hase of the 3rd unit on the steps of Thal and deliver the crate to his care. Yeah, alright. just... All right. We have to give our what's the word I'm looking for? Everyone say hi to Nosage Blackrock. Hi, Nosage. God bless that man. Why did I run away from the ether? From the etherite? I should have used it to teleport to where I have to go. Now I have to run to another Ethernet shard. I just really wanted to see Nosage. It's always a delight to see Nosage Blackrock. What is the closest one going to be here? Probably the Weaver's Guild. Do I have any friends on right now? I wonder these things. We got Alba. And Zion? Zion's not on. Ladace? Julianne? No? Dota's on. Not a lot of people on here on a Thursday night. Well read, my man. How you doing? Did you hear, my friend? I've received my first official assignment as a full-fledged member of the Crystal Braves. I'm happy for you, buddy. Alian! Why, Aigale, this is a prize. Resh wished for me to thank you for helping us to rescue her from Castrum Sentry. How fortunate that we could meet again so soon. And Yu Hase.
Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance and Kerfus. Now, what brings you to us this day?
I've got this crate. I'm gonna have to, like, keep talking like this, aren't I? That's a big crate.
A gift of weapons. Weapons? That's not how that goes. Weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilber, you say. Understood. Once we've catalogued the contents, we'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames.
This cannot be everything, can it? Riol stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons.
A blatant falsehood. Clearly, Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'dan merchants, who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all.
It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the ceruleum processing plant.
Time for the fort to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alian, for the freedom of all.
Sure, man. I love giving characters I hate obnoxious voices and then needing to do those voices constantly.
Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again. I do my little fist thing. Goodbye. Oh, hey, Riol. I Geld. A word, if it please ye. Yeah, alright. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling at this time, don't you worry. Oh, alright. Well, off to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange we go. It's like right here. It's not very far at all. Shoot. Sapphire Avenue Exchange, not exactly the most populated market. Generally, the more populated market that you find is the one in Limsa Laminsa, only because it's like right next to the Aetheryte. Hey, man. Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. Bunny bunny, banani 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 banui, banani banani, bunny bunny. That's not quite how the first told it. These Duskwoids they were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself. Not before the fighting started, and not after. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books, I had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Plus these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate ye lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. What? Hi, Gale. Can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able. Yeah, right. I like Riol a lot. One of the unfortunate things about Final Fantasy XIV is there's such like a huge cast of like secondary characters, and the plots that they write don't always allow for like those secondary characters to really kind of spread their wings in a lot of cases. Like, I gotta tell you, I didn't know the first time that I played through Realm Reborn and I got to the part where like you fight Hori Boulder and Coltene, I had no idea who the fuck either of them are. Or were. And then, like, there's Arenvald, who we spoke with a bunch in the Waking Sands prior to things falling through there. He becomes a much more important character a lot later on. But, like, he shows up and he's, like, suddenly, like, being treated as, like, super important. I'm just like, I don't know who this guy is. And then come to find out, like, I'm doing this playthrough and it's just like, oh, he's actually really important. He's actually kind of a big deal. What's up, Tataru? Oh, hold up. Thank you for coming so quickly, Aigeld. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady, by all indications. Oh, that must be Lucia. The Rising Chorus. Tataru seems eager to escort you to the Solar. Our guest is with the antecedent in the Solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Yeah, alright. Gonna see Lucia. Really like Lucia. She's super cool. Minbrita, how you doing? At this point, it would be more unnerving if he spoke plainly. Unexpected tidings from the north, borne by the Lord Commander II. What manner of wind bloweth this day? Good of you to join us. We have much to discuss. This is no time for idle chatter.
You said it.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
I noticed.
I believe the two of you have met.
Hey girl, hey.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer.
Yeah, he's busy with war crimes. What's
The Lord
up?
Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
Yeah.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
Yeah. Alright. Getting comfortable. Again.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers.
Oh, yeah?
Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertier Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
Alright, calm down, Urianger.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Gallian fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Urianger has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Don't, like, talk or anything.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Sorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights.
And so you
Therefore,
come to me.
Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
Hell fucking yeah, I do. What could go wrong?
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Oh, fun. Okay. Have fun. Enjoy war. Have fun at war. So what's kind of fun is that the Battle of Silvertier Sky... Oh, hold up. The Battle of Silvertier Skies can actually be seen in the original trailer for Final Fantasy XIV that came out for 1.0. It's pretty neat, actually. Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. Okay. As Urianger stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Baelsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory was a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgard Sorma, legendary guardian of Silvertier Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Gallian airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertier Skies, the Great Worm felled the countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's ceruleum engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the great worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether from malms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center, a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emmerich's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the keeper of the lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Okay. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. Midgard Stormer was once worshipped as the guardian deity of Silvertear Falls, yet there he has lain for 15 years. Yeah, fucked up. Lucia? Before I depart, I must needs speak with the antecedent in private, if you would be so kind. Yeah, sure. See you later. Jataria, what are your thoughts on all this? Oh, gods, if that charred monstrosity actually returned to life, I don't know what I would do. That Lady Knight from Ishgard cuts quite a gallant figure, doesn't she? I'm gay. Higiri. Considering the sudden arrival of our foreign envoys and the like, preparing suitable meals at the Rising Stones can prove to be an interesting challenge. We were able to locate those elusive manuscripts in the archives of the Thaumaturgist Guild. I had not spoken much with the new guild masters, but thankfully they were quite willing to accommodate us in our search. Though it may seem tedious when compared with the smiting of terrible foes, poring over crumbling scrolls is one of the Scion's most important duties. Without the illumination of knowledge, we but vainly flail at spectres in the dark. I traveled to Uldar to meet with Thancred's friend, the one who promised us that rare ore, and she began cursing me with words I've only ever heard from the mouths of pirates. I still have no idea what she was so angry about. Thancred? In hindsight, mayhaps sending a lady in my stead was not the wisest of decisions. Ah, pray ignore my ramblings. I will not. What the fuck, man? I'm pushing ahead with my research as quickly as I dare. The next time you face an Ascian, I would have you fight with the proper weapon in hand. Alright. Coltonay. Professor Lambertaint has published a thorough study on corrupted crystals and their properties. I highly recommend you procure yourself a copy of his work. Hori? I must confess, the relationship between those crystal formations and the destruction of the Ascians quite escapes me. Don't worry, Hori. You'll get it. Eventually. Beat it up. More Dona. I don't know. I feel like we could do with less Dona. Go Gubu. Hello, my Doman friend. How are we this day? I am so sorry. Anyway. You're in luck, miss. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrom's Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. Castrom supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. Bunny bunny, banani 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 banoi. Banoi, banani. So it's true then. The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Well, from here that seems rather unlikely. But if it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. Oh, they got the fucked up weather now. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrias, then climb up to the top. It's the only valuable approach, I'd say. Keeper of the lake, thou is hesible. We do it. What are the NPCs we got? Scions. Yeah, I can do this one myself. Keeper of the lake, keeper of the lake, where the fuck is the keeper of the lake? Let's go. Big Dragon. Mordona, the keeper of the lake. Let me in. Free me. Let me go beat up those fucking crabs. Treasurer. Bogatir's Armale of Casting. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck is a Bogatir? Is that like a boba tea? Einhander. That just means one-hander. Hey, big guy. Anyway. Bogatir's thigh boots of healing. What the fuck does the Bogatir set look like? Bogatir striking set. Bogatir's aiming set. Casting set. Keeper of the Lake Armor. Images. Oh, there is something for the gear? Is there an image for the gear? Okay, here we go. Oh, it's that set. Okay. I know that set. Hey guys. Punch. Out of my way. Oh, right. Okay, hold up. I'm so fucking busted. Hey, you guys, can y'all come over here real quick? Just real quick. Just real quick. Just real quick. Just real quick. Just come over here. Come over here real quick. Come over. Can you get closer, sir? Hold on. Oh, wait. Right. I need the key. Terminal. Let's go. Oh, and the alarm ended. Thank goodness. Big ship. Stop that. I think you're so fucking cool. I'm getting a lot of the healing stuff, it looks like. Can I even wear the healing stuff? Hold on. Sovietier's cap of aiming. Damn. Hold on. I need tuning of scouting. That looks nice. There's a fucking dungeon I ran a few times. So this is kind of what the striking gear for this one is supposed to look like, I guess. But like with a different color set, I think. I got like a bunch of Jabanian stuff as a result. Tears, gloves, and healing. How do those look? That's fine. I should probably keep going. Come on, everybody over here. Thank you for opening the door. Trying to keep an eye out for any more fucking treasure chests now. Follow me! Oh, I killed all of them at once. Alright. I am paralyzed. Oh. Damn, I didn't think I'd get here this soon. I thought there would be more dungeons.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
Oh, you know. Bunny. You're not that scary. And we're done. There's like mechanics and stuff in that fight. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. What I got? Slops of healing. I got a bunch of healing shit. Alright. Yeah, I'll leave. Put your hands up in the air.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
Oh, you're still here? Whoa, hey.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Okay. Bunny bunny, banani 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 banoi.
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn.
Oh. Alright. I would rather that not
Must
happen.
answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive.
Sounds like a rough way to live your life, my guy. Or death? Bunny bunny banani.
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution.
What about the others? Hey, Midgard-Stormer, what about the others?
Join in the chorus.
Midgard-Stormer, what about the others?
Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end.
That's kind of an ominous thing to say. I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
What does that mean? Stop saying ominous things. I don't appreciate it.
Not mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Oh, well, that's awful nice of you. Hey, what's that? Oh, that I'm not quite as thrilled about. Oh no, am I dead? Oh, back here. Alright. Well, everything seems in order. Might as well send me back. Oh. So that's probably bad. Oh, shit.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker.
Maybe a little bit.
Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine.
I don't think that's how that works, but sure.
I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
Don't like that.
Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
Don't like that. Oh, you're a little guy now.
The covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp.
If there's one thing that always bothers me about talking to dragons, it's that they talk very slowly.
I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
Dragon song, huh? Doesn't sound too important. Well, that was all really weird. Everything will probably be fine, though. You may summon Midgard Stormer by selecting the corresponding entry within your minion guide under character in the main menu. And to that end... Oh, wait, hold up. What's this? Alright, I got this guy. Alright, where is he, actually? Hold up. Baby bat, baby bat. Midgard Stormer, where are you at? Oh, there he is. Father of Dragons, Keeper of the Lake, Bane of the 14th Legion. While it's difficult to believe the Yalmlong pup could be any of these things, he assures you his current form is only temporary while he awaits the reconstruction of a new corporeal vessel. So he's going to hang out with us for a little while. Hey man, some shit went down. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Ah, but you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alpha Noah left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Yeah, okay. Damn, there's no music playing right now. That was weird. Oh, shit. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Lucia! Have you spoken with Commander Leveilleur yet? He has been pacing again. 12, save me! Is it coming? What should we do? Oh, he's not? Oh, is all this the same? Yeah, alright, cool. Hey y'all, I'm back. How's everybody doing? Oriange. Truth interpreted is truth transformed. Today's heroes may yet become tomorrow's gods, or something else. Ain't that the truth, Minfilia? Welcome home, my guild. Alphino was worried sick about you. Why don't you go and set his mind at ease? Hey, Alphino, I almost died. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report. Yeah, alright. Wild shit went down, that's what happened. You conversed with Midgardsormr. I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish, and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgardsormr in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave and necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. Uh-huh. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Emric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Oh, alright. Bye? Hey girl, hey. Is there something you are not telling us, Aigeld? You seem different, somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something. Something important. Bunny, banoi. 12 for Fent. Midgardsormr stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? Yeah, I feel fine. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgardsormr made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nymea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgardsormr ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was set to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? I mean, it could have very well also been the god. Alright. Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Oh, alright. I'm sure this will all be fine. Oh, hey. Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Oh, you know. And he's gone. What a weird thing to ask someone. But, you know, whatever. Da 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 da. Hey girl, hey.
My friend,
Oh.
I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
The last cutscene wasn't voiced. I did not expect this one to be. Yeah, it was wild.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature.
Nor will you be.
Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises.
Yeah, he would.
But we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Because you think yourself smarter than everybody else. I'm just saying. It's kind of a common thread with you.
Thank you, Aigale, thank you. I shall sleep soundly knowing that the worm will trouble us no longer. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet, regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard Sorma who roared, a call to arms by one of the First Brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. Yeah, it'll probably be fine. Ether, on demand. Alphino has a message from Moonbrita for the Scions. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbrita has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray, inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Would you be so kind as to inform Moonbrita that our Ishgardian visitor has departed? I must speak with the Crystal Braves. Then I shall join you all forthwith. As the receptionist of the Rising Stones, 'tis my job to receive all manner of guests with due courtesy. I've had to memorize the political positions and military ranks of half a dozen different nations. Everyone has all the same stuff. Oh, Moonbrita's over here. Hold up. Hey, girl, hey. All done with your talk of dragons. Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head to the Solar, shall we? Oh, and... Alright. Looks like dragons back on the menu, boys. I've summoned everyone to the Solar. 'Twould seem Moonbrita has something exciting to share with us. What's good, girl? Are you voiced in this one? Are we all voiced? Is this a voiced cutscene?
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten.
Oh, another PowerPoint
let's start
presentation.
by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White aurosite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Didn't you suggest that already?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white aurosite cannot store ether for long periods?
Alright, calm down, Papalimo.
Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Okay, calm down, Papalimo.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
Jesus.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
It is all just kind of hanging out there,
While
yeah.
corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea.
Yeah?
I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
I would trust you with my life, Moonbrita. And I have.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether.
Okay.
Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
Oh.
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Okay.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum.
Fucked up.
During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
Sure, man.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled.
I don't know what that word
the
means.
crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
She has a point.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you.
We could probably stand to refuse them a little bit.
Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white aurosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Yeah, alright. Though I have little doubt you'll prevail against the Empire's forces, I shall pray for your success nonetheless. Our very future may depend upon Moonbreeder being free to pursue her experiments. True. Oh, this looks like a new state. Hold up. We do seem to be running low on provisions. I believe an excursion to the marketplace is in order. For a small organization, we certainly chew through a prodigious amount of foodstuffs. Perhaps I should put a lock on the larder door. I see that the Scions once more ready themselves for the road. I too must make preparations for an absence from the Rising Stones. Hori was most eager to join you on the front lines for battle, but as fate would have it, the antecedent had other plans for our talents. It seems you have barely arrived before you must once more plunge into the fray. Duty is an unforgiving mistress, eh? Though the tasks we tackle are not like to be as realm-shaking, Courtenay and I must also heed their call. Ooh, so we're really closing in on stuff here. 'Twould seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The 4th have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at our headquarters in Uldar. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Okay, bye. Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? Uh-huh. We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flamine travels to Uldar, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. How extraordinary it is that my little Asilla is involved. Fucking shit, goddamn. That my little Asilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. Oh shit. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. Oh, wait. A colleague with influential connections. But I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah, woe betide the blackguard that makes so much as glares in your direction, my lady. I don't know what accent I'm giving Hoary Boulder. I'm sorry. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then? Uh-huh. Godspeed, you three. I like those guys. I can probably just warp. No need to bother with walking. Just warp. Hey, just warp. Listen, just warp. Alright, where are we going? We're going this way. Come on, Midgard Swarmer. Natalie likes to call him Middy, but that's a little too close to like the name of our the nickname we give our cat. Willorid, how you doing, man? Commander Levier sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raubon's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found there at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray, speak with Lieutenant Edelstein. Edelstein? That we might coordinate our counter strategy. Edelstein? In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Thanks, Willorid. Captain Shork, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during the Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times. But I fear more pressing matters require our attention. Civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news of the latest movements of the Imperial Army. I would once again ask for your aid. Yeah, man. Lieutenant Edelstein wishes to share a report with you concerning the Garlean's movements. We've been keeping a close eye on the Garlean garrison, and it would seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the Castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I've apprised your fellow Scions of the situation, and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray, report to Lieutenant Alian, and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. Yeah, alright. Oh, geez, you're like all here. Okay. Considering the weapon she wields, I don't believe the lady is in need of additional protection. That is a big fucking axe. Being a squad of soldiers of some magitech monstrosity, I shall allow no foe to harm the lovely Moonbreeder. Isn't it a beauty? A lady merchant in Revenant's Toll simply gave it to me. Said she was investing in the future or some such. Have you ever seen Moon swinging her axe? Swipe, slice, cleave! There's really no stopping her. Now that is an impressive piece of steel. Right then. Time to see if all this training has paid off. Rhalgr, guide my blade. Glad to have you with us, Aigeld. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castor Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalaman's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Ilberd, hi. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ilberd. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellows come to lend a hand with the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the force should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere all at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses, and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye, 'twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column. Okay. You're with the Third then, Warrior Blight. Your job will be to intercept these squads holding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. Okay. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyohase. Oh, God. His scouts should have a rough idea where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. I don't want to talk to Yuyohase. I hate him. He sucks. Wah. Alright. Fuck it. Let's go talk to Yuyohase. I swear it's not that I hate doing his voice. I just don't like the guy. A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're not around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts. I imagine we'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. Boy, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Woo! And there they go. Well, let's get a move on. Oh, big boy. Okay. Oh. Stop that. Alright, everybody's dead.
You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Guardians will be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech auras. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alayan know the west is now clear. I will appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Okay. Step. Let's go. Like, these just look like big tanks of stuff, but like it's a big jetpack. Big old fucking boost. Hey man. Captain Shork, what news of the Garleans? They're dead. Oh. The raiding parties are no more then? Excellent. The Yamajina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. Yeah, you're welcome. An uninvited Ascian. Oh no. Lieutenant Edelstein appears concerned for Moonbrida's well-being. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alian has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadine lady with the large axe, it would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check on her before you continue on your way. Yeah, alright. Wait, what the fuck is this person's name? Guinevere Draconia. That is a dope-ass name, actually. Moonbrida. Oh, you found a funny crystal, did you? Hey, girl, hey. What you up to?
Hold on, I won't be a second.
Yeah, no, take your time.
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
Did it enjoy it?
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
Your mother sounds cool. I hope I get to meet her.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea.
Was it Louis Soir? It was Louis Soir, wasn't it?
And my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed?
I did notice, yes.
The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. Oh, what?
She senses me. A useful talent.
Uh-oh. Ugh, this asshole.
An Ascian. Are they onto us?
Don't say that out loud!
For your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan. Keeper of knowledge. Seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath.
A little bit, yeah.
Let me direct my words to one who understands them.
Oh,
We
right.
meet at last, warrior of light.
He's not actually speaking like the common language. I forgot.
And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh.
Bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense.
No.
But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee.
It's not exactly... Okay.
Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
Wait, what seal?
Now is the time to claim the staff.
Wait, what staff?
With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
Which right hand? He's got like 3 of them. Well, he might only have one right now.
What did that bastard want with us?
It's a long story, but I think we're in trouble.
Nobrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
Oh, we should probably get back to the Rising Stones.
Minfilia's in danger.
Oh, no.
We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Yeah. Good plan. If I'm right, and the Ascian is after Tupsimati, then we'd best make all haste back to the Rising Stones. Minfilia must be warned. On my way. The dream. How does it mean when the rhythm is cloud? Oh, it is a surprisingly sunny day here in Mordona. It's a beautiful day for tragedy. You're here! Yeah, I'm here. Master Louis Soir's staff is kept at the Solar, isn't it? Quickly now! Oh. Shit. Oh.
You too.
Everything happening right now sucks.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
When Rita's over here just like, I can't understand anything what's happening.
You do not know. Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you.
Oh, he loved making that pun.
The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain.
Oh.
My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on.
What could make Elidibus and La Habrea so
But
much
I need
different?
look no longer.
Who knows?
Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Oh, it's like that thing they were talking about.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
Not his specifically, but, well, we'll get to it. Maybe.
You will not harm her!
Wait, Moon. Ooh!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
Well, that's no good.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings.
What horn?
How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals?
Oh, the horn on the staff.
Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it.
Huh?
Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Whoa, hey, don't do that. Oh. How unfortunate that there was nothing we could do. Hey girl, you good?
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Yeah, alright. The Chrysalis, now accessible. Forget about me! Go! I forgot about where they put the Chrysalis on here. I guess, technically speaking, since the Chrysalis never gets an EX, does it? I'm realizing. And again, neither does Earth's Found. God, they fucking, like, shit was weird back then. Alright, let's go beat the shit out of Nabrialis. Purple. Weird statue. It's probably not important. Hey, girl. Hey. Man, don't be weird. I'm gonna rip your sideburns off and beat you to death. Yoink. Wait, shit. I mean, that didn't really do much. Stop it. Hey, I won. Yeah. Smiling like I didn't just leave Brita on the bleeding out on the floor. Hey girl, how you holding up? My thanks. You are short of her blessing. How do you yet resist me? I'm just that good.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
We should probably get you like some medical. Oh. Ooh. He just glorped right on out of that hole.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. Yeah, take your time. Just look at it.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this?
Oh, you know.
No. No! Cannot! No!
Oh, we gotta Baja Blast this thing right away.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Makes sense to me. Let me just pick this up real quick.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
Yeah, that was pretty dope, wasn't it?
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Hey, Moon, maybe... Look, I got this. You don't gotta get... No, don't get up. Don't get up. It's okay.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand now the
Night, hon.
choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Uriel.
See how this horse shampoo works for
You
me.
daft old coot.
Good luck with the horse shampoo. You know, take your time.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
Oh, wow, she's just gone.
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Die, idiot. Baja blasted.
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
Thus do we begin the long trend of Final Fantasy XIV not treating its secondary
did it,
female
my
characters
friend.
particularly well.
The Ascian is dead.
I love this game, but there are some genuine issues with the way
This
that it
device
has
is a
things
legacy of
play out.
Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice.
It sure is.
I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Sure thing.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call.
Yeah, you got.
We
you guys-
returned as
you
swiftly
missed-
as we were able.
Missed a fair bit.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
Yeah, about that.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Yeah, about that.
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Ariange know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Sharlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix.
I mean, I don't think Louisoix was a sage.
Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. His sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Sharlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end?
Yeah, man.
The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
Okay.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Yeah, right.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Alright, how's everybody feeling? How's everybody feeling at this juncture? Papa Limo? Baba Bungo? She was counting on the theory that a soul's ether burns brightest at the moment of its passing. A scholar until the very end. Oh, Moon. I miss you so much already. Would we had arrived a few moments sooner. Just a few moments. Our list of grievances against the Asians was already overlong. Must they continue to add to it? Are we just going around to another cutscene? Okay. Is this one voiced? You guys got voices? Papalimo? Thancred? Yustola? Ida? Anybody? Okay, no voices. Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Sharlayan Manor to celebrate Moonbreeda's life and mourn her passing. Okay, what does that mean? Da-da-ba-da-ba. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and co-host at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream, chat blocker was done by my friend Molly, who you can find on Twitter at GingerisASpice. That's GingerisASpice. Currently taking commissions. Highly recommend checking her stuff out. She does great work. VTuber was done by Audrey and B of Team Capel. You can find on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Team Capel. That's TEAMCATPLE. They also do fantastic work and are also open for commissions. If you want to commission them, use the commission form on their card. Don't email them. They'll email you. Don't DM them. If you do DM them, don't be weird. Please don't be weird to my friends. We will make fun of you on stream. Upcoming streams. Tomorrow. We're going to have an afternoon stream tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to be doing in the afternoon tomorrow. It's either going to be, book club. Could be Deadly Premonition 2. Could be something else. I don't really know yet. Playing it by ear. Tune in to find out. But then in the evening, we are going to be back with Team Capel for more Bayonetta 3. And then Saturday, I'm not going to have enough time to do a playthrough for the Mid-Aughts Shooter-thon, so we might do something else. I just got Trapong 2 the other day. We might go ahead and take a look at that. But yeah. Okay, keep an eye out. What else? Next week, Wednesday. Just a reminder, next week is going to be our last week with afternoon streams since my schedule at work is going to be changing the following week. So when we're going to try and have like a full just sort of like span of stream. So Wednesday will be Breath of the Wild. Thursday is going to be Book Club and Final Fantasy XIV. That's it. That's the game we're playing. And we will be continuing with the story of A Realm Reborn leading up to the events of Heavensward. So I hope you'll tune in for that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.